there's a lot of talent that comes out there. There's a lot of different guys out there trying to showcase what they can do. It's all about your confidence, not the arrogance, but the confidence that you have. Um, what do you think just set yourself apart from everybody else, right? As far as like, because I know when you look at everybody else's eye, everybody else is coming in, everybody's walking on their toes, chest out, trying to look bigger than what they are, trying to look smooth. What do you think set yourself apart from like everybody else though that came in, right?
Yeah, I would just say my mindset. I had a mindset like I belong here. Coming in as a tryout, you don't want to put yourself in like I'm trying to do something. No, I'm going to do something. So I'm going to make an impact. I'm going to make sure my name is heard and remembered here. So it was a big group, a lot of talent there, and I think what kind of stuck out to me is I was probably one of few that came from a smaller school, so it made me a little more hungrier out there, and I had so
Mm-hmm.
much more to prove. A lot of guys didn't even know the name or heard of my school before, so it was just like the school and college doesn't matter. I'm right here at this moment and this point with you guys, so it's just all about production right now, and I was out there really just trying to produce and run around and have fun. I was having fun, thanking the Lord while I was out there, just the scenery, the environment. I didn't have the resources and the beauty of what a lot of places had, a lot of guys had. So once I got to Kansas City, I just took full advantage of those things, and like the indoor facility, the weight room, the resources, the staff, the faculty, like how many people are actually there to support you. So it's actually like it's like a perfect spot. It's like something it really was. I was living in my dream, and it was like
Yeah.
I had to make the most of it. And I'm just glad it played out the way it did because you know this is huge for me, my family. It's big. And Coach Andy Reid, he talked to me. He asked me where I was from. I told him where I was from, Fort Myers, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Former Super Bowl champion Sammy Watkins is from here, so we kind of
Sammy.
got that. Sammy, we got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
connection.
Uh-huh.
I work out with him. I train with him. We grew up 4 streets apart, so it's just a small world, and it's just like it was. This was meant to happen, and it was
Yeah.
God's plan, and we here now, baby.
Amen to that, brother. Man, I tell you what, you said some really good things right there. Um, and I think it's so important for people to understand like that hunger you talk about, right? Like having this yearning to get this thing done. Like you said, man, you didn't come from a major school. It was same thing with me, man. I wanted to always go and compete against the big schools, right? The Florida States, the Michigans, and guys like that. I wanted to see how I measured against those dudes. So every opportunity I had, like when I came out, I wanted to show it. I wanted to show, like, hey, man, listen, just because I was over here at Eastern Kentucky University, look, don't sleep on me. Don't
Yeah,
think, what I'm saying, that I can't play no ball. Because last time I checked, man, football is all about, tackling, X's and O's, you know what I'm saying, hitting. That's it. And so if you got speed, you can make plays. That's what it's all about. But that man, that right there, man, that hunger. Because I think sometimes, man, nobody speaks to this enough. From sometimes bigger schools, it's almost like you've already arrived. You done been there, right? You done had the big stadiums. You done had all the, the doctors and the trainers, and you done seen it all. You've had all the paraphernalia, the cleats, and everything that you can get, right? Matter of fact, some dudes come in, Major, and say, well, shoot, the Chiefs facility is not even better than the facility that came in from college.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure a couple dudes probably said that,
for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So having, like you say, coming from like, I'll say humble beginnings, the humble beginnings, like, man, will actually show you how to have like, a different appreciation for things. You know what I'm saying? And so, like you said, also too, being in that moment where you can, praise God and the everything that you have there. I mean, it speaks volumes, brother. It speaks volumes, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how that feels. So,
Hey, there
Yes,
you go.
sir, man. Yeah,
hey,
Got the hat.
I had to put
look
my
good in
cap
it, man.
on, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
I had to get comfortable in here, man. I'm home, man. I can't wait, man. I promise, man. Like you say though, man, I'm real hungry.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to share my story, man. I'm gonna write a book about the things I've been through, and I'm just a testament to the guys coming from a small school, just like you did, Jason.
Yeah. Hmm.
I just want people to know with the NIL and everything out here right now, they can find you. It's all about the work you put in. So
Hmm.
I just can't wait to run around. I honestly don't care where they put me at. I can't wait. I can't wait to get out there and meet my new teammates, and learn from them, and actually learn what it takes to
Yeah.
be a champion, be a professional athlete. What they do on the side. I'm I'm picking up day by day, and I'm just ready to go out there.
Hmm. Man, go ahead, Marcus. You want
I was just going to ask. Obviously, you play safety, you play cornerback, you play kind of all over the place in the secondary. But one of the things that I read about you was the fact that you were one of the best punt returners in the nation for a couple of years when you were doing it. Is that something that Dave Tobe talked to you about, or are you gonna be doing? Were you back to return as well?
I definitely caught me. I caught as many punts and kick returns as I can. I went out there and emptied the tank. Uh, you know, so I mean, me and the special teams coach, only thing he said was at the beginning of practice we was catching kicks. He was like, I looked over there at the defensive walkthrough. He's like, nah, don't go over there. It's my time. It's special team time. I was like, yes, sir, let's go. Let's get the jug machine going, the punter, kicker. Let's get them things in the air. So I got some reps back there, and if it fits, I'm back there. I run a 4-3, possibly 4-2, so I can get
Ooh.
make a big impact play on the special team side. That's a big play. A lot of guys take that play off. That's an advantage and opportunity for me. So I love to run the ball, so I like to get picks. So touchdowns, that's opportunity. I just like opportunity. Growing up, I was an offensive player. We love touchdowns, so punt return is just a opportunity for a guy like me that plays a defensive skill to plug in and make a big play, a fantastic play, a life changing, a career changing play right there. So you know that's I love it. We love the game, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, man, that's going to be your end too. That special teams. There's a lot of cats just don't want to do that work. You know what I'm saying? They shy away from it. They are like, oh, coach, I got to. Yeah, man, you got to do it. And so when coach is looking for somebody, hey, man, coach, I got you.
Let's
Go ahead and
go.
jump on in there. You know what I mean? That's how it works. And so I always say, man, for you, man, playing safety corner, you got speed. You said, man, a 4-3, 4-2.
Yes,
That's
sir.
where
Yes, sir.
you at.
Yes, sir. I'm out of high school. I was state champ, and for the 4x100 meter, came up short in the 200. Ran the 4x4. So down here in Florida, we all about speed. We like to
Yes, sir.
run. So I'm bringing whatever I need to bring to the table. All abilities, strengths,
Mm-hmm.
heart. I'm here for that team camaraderie.
Yeah.
All that. I'm on all that. And I mean that humbly. So. I'm ready to just learn what the NFL game is like and learn that game speed. And if I have to turn it up a notch, I will. And I know I'm gonna have to turn it up a notch. I'm
That's
waiting
right.
for that moment. I'm just humble right now, laying low,
There
and
you go.
I'll be there Sunday.
Good, good. So man, let me ask you, man. So you said you grew up before uh, streets over from Sammy, man. You said work out with him, man. What has Sammy told you a little bit about the league, man? What to expect?
Uh,
What has he said to you?
One thing he told me that everybody is good and elite at that level, and he just told me a couple ways I could separate myself. Like like I say with the playbook, your IQ,
Yep.
the detailed work, the film study, the tendencies of your opponent, and getting to know your teammate. Spending time with your teammate just brings the team together, and just not being selfish. The team comes first. That's something he always say. He has to rely on the quarterback and the offensive line, so it's all on the screen. So it's not all about you anymore. And I learned that in college, but him just telling me it's the same way on the pro level just speaks that the game of football it's the same, but it can change at any level. And
Hmm.
just having him as a mentor and him being the Kansas City Chief, I feel like God just made it happen this way.
Right, right, right. Sure, you think, man, he might have had something to do with it? Man, he might have. You think Andy might have called him because look, the thing is, man. hey, believe it, yo. When they do their homework, they want to talk to everybody that knows you. Okay,
for sure. Yeah, he definitely on my like relative list. You know how you fill out the papers,
yeah,
like
yeah,
your
yeah.
your relative list. So I'm sure they see the connection we have. I even went to his high school my freshman year before I transferred out. But yeah, so they see the connection. They probably see the resemblance, the hunger we have down here in Fort Myers, Florida, to want to be on this elite level and showcase what we have and put our city on the map. And Coach Andy Reid, he's been doing a great job with bringing in guys like myself and under the radar guys and Jules and and it's been is that's why they winning so much, because they taking the chance on guys that don't that people are overlooking.
That's right.
And that's what it takes when you have a great staff like that. They're working hard like that. They gonna bring in the best no matter what it look like and how they get them. And that's an example of myself.
That's right. That's right. Well said. Well said. I agree with you 1,000%. It's a culture in Kansas City, man. It's not by happenstance that they've been to the Super Bowl 5 of the past 6 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't things like it just don't happen.
Sure.
You gotta kind of detail go in and really, I'm talking about do your due diligence to get the right players in to come in and win. Put this thing together. So sometimes some guys won't have temperament. I always say this too, that they always talk about different NFL guys. I'm just like, well, this guy right here, man, he ain't gonna be able to work with the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Why?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, part of it's just the culture. If a guy comes out and he's selfish and he's trying to do things on his own, he's worried about his stats and stuff, ain't the right fit for the Chiefs. When you come into Chiefs, man, it's a family. It's an organization that is built on family. And so they want guys like that when you come in. And so I'm sure, like you said, man, I'm guaranteed they hollered at Sammy. I know they did.
For sure.
Man, give me the rundown on it. Now I want to see who's this Major Williams. You know him? Give him a little rundown. He's got your name over here on the family list. You know what I'm saying? We found out you get close to him. What do you think? And I guarantee Sammy's like, look, coach, hey, you get a chance to get him, you got to get him. I'm telling you, he's a real dude. And I ain't just talking about probably on the field. I'm just talking about just in character and who he is in general. And so that's important.
Yes,
that's important, man.
yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. His family definitely reached out, congratulated me and everything. So it probably did work out that way, and I'm sure he rooting for me and supporting me, and hopefully we bring that ring back to the kingdom, and we all can go back there and celebrate one day and one big happy family, like you said, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.